Doe, what up, Doe? What up, Doe? Good evening, everybody. Y'all know what this is. This is the NBA Nightly Show presented by Detroit Fan Report, and I'm your host with the most. Bandit, we in the building. You know how we do when we start off every show. I introduced the panel that I have on with me today, starting with from the Father's Den podcast, Marcus.
What up, y'all? How y'all doing tonight? It's Marcus from the Father's Den podcast. Man, that game had me. I'm so glad I didn't watch it, actually. I'm glad I was busy and didn't have to sit through just two completely different halves.
Yeah.
Two complete different halves.
It's the best way to say it. Exactly.
That's the best way to say it. And from the podcast, One Ass Cheeks, Three Toes, we got.
I'm challenging my inner Wimpy, like saying I'm in your head. Like thinking in your head. Yeah, I mean, I think Marcus hit it right on the head. If you read the book Tale of Two Cities, that's basically what the game was yesterday. It was a tale of two cities. Two bipolar halves from both teams. And, yeah, the Knicks came out victorious. And, honestly, I don't know how the fuck they did it, but they did.
Yes, sir, sure. And also from 313 Sports, we got Bree.
Yeah, and the words of Busta Rhymes, I'm on my New York shit, focus on the Jets, New York Knicks. But yes, sir, New Breed 313 Sports, 313 New Breed Real Talk. Glad to be here as always.
Oh, I need a shout out too. Yeah, One Ass Chicken Three Toes on YouTube. Like and subscribe. My bad. I'm in Nick mode right now. I'm not even thinking Lions right now. I love my Lions to death, but I'm in Nick mode right now. So
He in Nick mode. Let's talk about the New York Knicks, cause the Knicks beat the Spurs 107-106. The Spurs was up by 26 points.
29
points. My bad. I didn't mean to take 3. 29 points. And the Knicks said,
"This punk motherfucker throwing shit at us, man.
I smell something, man. You smell something?
I definitely smell something out here.
I smell
pussy. Yo, he's a pussy, man.
Stick his ass. Hey, how you like that, boy? Do it. Go. Okay, now.
and came back and turned around and beat the Spurs with an OG beautiful tip at the end of the game. Nate, you being our only Knicks fan here, man. Let's start off with you, man. How you feeling about the win last night in New York?
I'm going to be honest with you, man. I stopped watching when Alvarado grabbed Wimpy's leg. I was disgusted by a lot of the way the game was going. Part of it was the Knicks, and part of it, I think, was the refs favoring the Spurs in a lot of areas. It was hard to watch. So I went into another room and actually watched Air. Have you ever seen the movie Air with Jordan? How they talk about how Jordan joined Nike. Great fucking movie. If you haven't watched it, watch it. I watched that, and I just had to calm myself down, but I was kind of like checking the phone to kind of see what things were going, and little by little, the Spurs that lead was dwindling, and I rewatched it after the game was over, and I tell you what, man, the Knicks just wanted it more. I mean, you look at that second half, and the Spurs, I don't know what the hell the Spurs are doing. I really don't know, because when you're up 29 points and you're still jacking up threes, that makes no sense to me. Why? You should be running inside the paint, getting mid-range. One thing I noticed about the Spurs, they don't shoot mid-range shots. Mid-range is almost like anemic to them. And Vassell and Fox have been known to be mid-range kind of dudes, even Harper to some extent. But they were just jacking up threes, and that played into the Knicks' favor. The Knicks tightened up their defense, made shots, and, hey, when you're on one, you're on one. That OG shot where it bounced to come on the rim 3-4 times, that was great. And then when JB just threw up the ball and got an and one, you just know it's your time. But credit the Knicks, man. They went out and they fought hard. They chipped at that tree, and they got the game to within, single digits, and then I think the Spurs were just nerves just kicked in. They looked like deer in the headlights. Wimpy was nowhere to be found. He looked like he was shocked as hell. You know, and like I said, I mean, the Knicks just wanted it more. OG, I told y'all the last show, did I not say? OG, they have no answer for OG. They have no answer for that guy. He's 6'8", he's a man to man. And he made that great defensive play, and he also made the 3-pointers when it mattered the most, and the final shot. Like, he's been awesome. And I can't be more proud of this team. They fought hard, they stayed with it. Brunson said himself, like, we were just taking little by little here and there, and it helped that the Spurs just did not run any kind of offense for the second half.
Marcus.
I'm going to start off with, why not just dribble the ball out? I get the layup. I get it, but if you got somebody like OG running behind you who is athletic, who can jump, who is strong, who can actually play defense, and you're De'Aaron Fox, who ain't dunked in a long time, just dribble the clock out. There's 14 seconds left. Dribble it out, get fouled, shoot those, and end the game. Instead of trying to get a bucket and pushing it, you screwed the pooch. Second off, how you just forget how to play for a whole second half? How do you? I'm gonna chalk. There's nothing to chalk that up to besides just poor execution. You got
somebody on coaching too.
You got it. I was just about to say, it starts from the top. It starts from the coach, then it goes down to your assistant coaches, then it goes down to your star player. Well, if we'll go face of the team, then we'll go your star players, and then your role players. They all got
time out on that last play too.
There's just so many things. Like, the whole collapse of that second half was crazy. The Knicks coming out cold the whole first half, foul trouble too. Did not see that coming. There was I expected the Spurs to come out ready to play, but I didn't expect the Knicks to leave their talent in the locker room the first half.
Yeah.
It was just very interesting game to me. I think it still shows, though, that the Spurs are still young and don't have the killer mentality, because I think an experienced team or a team that's just been together through big moments like the Knicks would know that you got to put them away when you're up 29-0. The moment you let them get momentum back, you're screwed, especially at home.
Mm-hmm.
But shout out to the Knicks, man. They'll be able to still play down 29 and come back. I give them props. Shout out to Karl Anthony Towns for tipping that last one, because Castle
That was OG.
Yeah,
That was OG.
OG.
Well, no, not the tip in for the point. On the defense.
Hit the ball at the. You're right. Castle had an easy.
Castle was wide. They ran a perfect play. Used Wemby as a distraction. Set the screen. Castle was wide open. I saw it. It was like, that's game.
Yeah.
And then I just thought Harper threw it like a little girl. But then I saw the reports and saw it was tipped, and I was like,
he got a piece of the ball. Yeah, it changed the alteration of the shot.
But OG for MVP. OG for Finals MVP. I'm gonna say it here. He's got to be in your top 1 or 2. The games that he's had, 20 points or more, hit corner threes when it matters, a tip to save the game. MVP.
It just shows you how good this Knicks team is, because literally, if you look at game 1, that was Brunson. If you look at game 2, that was Mikal Bridges. If you look at game 3, even though they lost, it was kind of Towns for the most part. And then you look at game 4, it was OG.
See, well, for me, I say OG just because he's been the most consistent. Like, you look at his shooting stats per game, you look at the points he's putting out. Brunson got points the first game, but his shooting's been abysmal this. He's been
taking a lot of shots. Yeah,
his numbers have been, shooting percentage has been low compared to OG's, who he's been bailing you guys out with corner threes contested, somehow hitting them. A tip, rebounds, like
he's been big on the defensive end too.
He's the most consistent Knick because it would have been Towns, but then he disappeared the third game, foul trouble and everything.
Yeah.
So I got to give it to OG, most consistent one.
He has been the most consistent. You're right. I think,
and you can guarantee.
I think the only game he played like shit probably was game 2. He really wasn't. He wasn't a factor in game 2, but game 1 he played well. Game 3 they lost. He still played well, and game 4 he balled out. So I agree with you on that.
Most consistent. You're guaranteed to get 20 or more from him the way he's playing right now.
And I'm okay. You want to give him the MVP, and I'm good with it. I'm good with it, man. I don't care.
They said as long as they cross the finish line.
I don't give a fuck, man. It could be the ball boy. I don't give a crap. Just cross the finish line. I don't give a shit.
Steve.
I'm with y'all, man. It just shows the inexperience of the Spurs. But even with somebody like a De'Aaron Fox who's been in playoff games, who's been in clutch games, for him to make those kind of mental mistakes and then to say after the game in the interview and say, people asked you, why did you do that? And you thought that you could outrun OG,
Right.
and it just didn't work.
I get you a fast 20 years ago, but come on, my guy.
Right.
And didn't somebody on this show say, "Oh, nobody can keep up with De'Aaron Fox"? I laughed when I heard that.
I thought I was proved. I agreed with the person who said it. Then I saw the game and I was like,
"Shout out to my boy D." Shout out to my boy D.
I'm just saying, man. I didn't say anybody.
Then I saw it and I was like, guess I was wrong. Shit.
Yeah, and it's just like the whole. Man, it's just when you knew that they turned it to 15, that's when you knew, hey, they about to come back. And it's just, and I'm with Nate. Some of the fouls that was called on the Knicks,
Bro, I couldn't watch that first half, bro. It was so bad,
horrible. It was so one-sided that you was just like, man, is something going on or what? Like, what's going on?
That's what I put in the chat. I put like it's rigged. Like, what the fuck's going on? Like, this is bullshit. Like, I can't watch this shit. It's unwatchable.
And that's how. And what the Spurs would do, trying to chuck up threes and all of that. It just shows how bad like they're just doing what a lot of the NBA is doing. They chucking up threes and they're not going to the basket, and they forgot about that. They got too comfortable. They was just mouthing to the crowd, saying this and that, and it just cost them. And like I said, shout out to the Knicks for never giving up, and shout out to Mike Brown for having a good game plan, for switching the game plan up.
In the game, and Alvarado played well. Yeah. I agree.
Having Alvarado, Jordan Clarkson in there, and just switching it up. And it just showed the Spurs an experience, and this is gonna be a learning experience to come win the game by 29, and then on top of that, you gotta wait 3 days for the next game, and that's still in your mind.
Yeah, you got to live with that.
And you gotta come home and Wemby getting the egg through at his head.
Oh, we go. Hey, let's talk about right there. Hold on, right before. New York bitches.
So literally, he got egg.
Fuck your life.
And he got egg on his face, metaphorically, right? That's what we're trying to say.
Hey, whoever threw that, they need to be a quarterback for the Jets. For real. Right? They got better aim than the quarterbacks on the Jets.
We just gotta do better. Come on, why are we throwing eggs? Come on.
Yeah, I mean, again, I'm not condoning violence.
You just said signing with the Jets to do the throw. You just agree with him. Now you're not condoning it.
But that was funny. That was funny, man. Like, come on, it's like saying Uncle Rico go play for the Jets too. You know, like, hey,
But
see, but
that's terrible, bro. Like, why are we throwing eggs?
Yeah.
Like, first off, and that was like $5 to get your hand on a pack of eggs. $6 you just spent,
Hey, hold on.
and now you just wasted
Somebody
it.
said that too, Marcus. Exactly.
He had that egg all night, so he was in the crowd with that egg. He was protecting that egg.
That's a hard-boiled egg. It was with all that crowd and how sweaty it was. Then that thing got hard-boiled.
Hey,
that had to hurt.
He should have threw that street meat at him. That street meat with that white sauce.
Let me say this about the Spurs that I think that is an issue going forward with them offensively. This game tells me that they need a true point guard. And I said that last show. They don't have a point guard. All these guys are shoot first, pass second kind of guys. You know, I heard talk radio in the morning, and somebody said if Chris Paul was on this team, they wouldn't have lost this game. And I totally agree, because Chris Paul would have calmed them down. He would have ran the offense. He would have got everybody under control. Like, nobody on the team is in that kind of mindset. Not even Wimpy. He can't even gather himself because he's trying to cheap shot everybody on the Knicks team. Now, let me say this too. Talking about Wimpy, like the truth is that he's getting exposed, y'all. Even though he's 22 years old, he's getting exposed for no post game. He's getting exposed against bigger guys that he can't get past. And if the guy does not develop a post game, he's going to be a glorified 3-point shooter. That's the reality of his game. As good as we want to put him on the mark and say, oh, this guy's going to be the face of the NBA and all this other shit you want to put on there, his game is weak. He is reliant on the jump shot. He has no post game. All his inside baskets are lobs, putbacks, or alley-oops. Am I wrong or am I right?
He catch the ball at the free throw line, make a move, and he drive to the hole. That's his game in the 3-point.
But he doesn't do that often. Like, where was he yesterday?
You're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct.
Like, but he doesn't have a post game. So going forward, the blueprint's going to be is to put a big body on him and make him drive and see what he can do. But he's not going to post you up. He's not going to play in the paint. He'd rather play on the outside. It's no different than Kevin Durant. A lot of people said, oh, when Kevin Durant came out, he was going to dominate the post because of his size and the way he was strong. But the guy never did that. He was a perimeter shooter his whole career. It still is. I think Whippy's on that same kind of level. He's not LeBron James. LeBron James has the body to take the fouls and the physicality inside. Wimpy's not that type of guy. He's a very finesse dude. And if his shot's not falling, he's non-existent. Like,
give it time. Give it time. It's his second year. He didn't have to do that overseas because it's something new he has to learn. He has the great Tim Duncan in his back pocket with the Spurs organization.
That's another point I want to bring up too.
And we've seen it. We've seen it with all the small international people or just regular or the American people. They come in small into the league. Within 3, 4, or 5 years, they all start adding muscle. The ones who take it serious, not saying all of them,
but
the ones who take
he hasn't had a post game in his whole career either.
But he's fast. He really has a quick first step and blows by them.
Yeah, he's very explosive.
He's very explosive, and when he has to, he will put his back to the basket and push you down. But most of the time, he has that quick step. I just think you need to give it time.
Type being a physical inside player, I just can't see it. He's not gonna be that type of dude.
I don't think
get in the gym.
I don't think he'll be elite back to the basket scorer. I'll say that. I don't think he's gonna be in the level of Tim Duncan and Elijah Wan down there in the paint. I'm not gonna say that.
He just better work on his three, man. He's got to be more from the three.
I do think it will come along to where he will become. All right, I am 7'4". I gotta put on muscle. I gotta be able to post up and touch my camera again, kid. We're gonna have a problem.
Oh God.
But I just give it time. He's still learning. I think this is helping him.
Shit over people too. He's 7'4", man. Like,
and I think that, as you said, it's exposed him. I think this is the best thing for him. Now he's seeing all the gaps that he has left to fill. As a young player, this is probably the best thing for him, having his game exposed
Yeah.
is now you know the holes you have early with all this hype of you being great,
Sure.
and
Yeah.
now
And so
you got to
people attack
fix
you the
it.
same way. They'll find you that weakness, just like LeBron James. LeBron James early in his career was a bad shooter, so a lot of players tried to take away LeBron James's shot and play him more for the drive, But LeBron James is a damn good physical player, so that worked out in his favor. They're going to throw bigger bodies at Wimpy, and he's going to have to get stronger, and he's going to have to develop some kind of post move, some kind of shot over the basket, a hook shot, whatever. He's 7'4".
And
Like,
when you're the face of a franchise, they're definitely going to put that work into you developing what you need to develop. And I love that he's with the Spurs, a great organization that has developed players. And
I agree with you.
This is his best one. I want to say one of his best teams he could be on.
I agree.
To help develop what he needs, what's being exposed during this finals run.
And I want to say something else about.
Let me get Steve's thoughts on Wimby.
Go ahead, Steve.
No, I was gonna mention something else. I know y'all was mentioning Wimby, but I was gonna mention this as well. When you are sixth man of the year and you only scoring 2 points in 18 minutes,
is that Kendall? That's a boo. Especially Manu was the sixth man of the year. But you had the blueprint. Once again, you have a blueprint in San Antonio. This is what you got to do as a sixth man. This is what's expected. It's been done. It's been laid for you.
When Carter Bryant is scoring more than the sixth man of the year, that's not good. And nothing against Bryant. He got some talent. But sixth man of the year, you only scoring 2 points.
But another thing too, Breed, is that the Knicks have exposed him too, because the fact is that he's not a good shooter, and the fact is that he relies heavily on the drive. Mm-hmm. And when you take away the drive from him, again, he's not a defender, he's not a passer. He is a guy who has to get to the cup. And if you can't get to the cup, you've got to work on your jump shot, you got to work on a mid-range shot, you got to have something in your arsenal. He doesn't have that, so that's something he's got to work on. But he's older. Like, he's been in the league a minute, and it's like, dude, you are who you are. The Knicks are just exposing that this guy is not really that good, because he just plays at the rim. Like, if you take away that lane, what else do you got, bro? We're taking away your left hand. So use your right hand,
Yeah. And the thing is, too, and I know y'all mentioned this, too, is when the Knicks took that lead, you can't have Wemby be the double person. You gotta have him.
What are you doing? He's slow. Like, he's not a fast big man.
Nope.
Yeah.
Cat's shown it. Everybody's shown it. He's just tall and got length to be able to reach behind while you go up and reach from behind and block it.
He's just long. He makes up with his length.
And then to have nobody block out and have OG had that tip in.
He literally walked into the lane, bro. But that was
nobody even going in.
Nobody.
But that's what the Knicks have been doing to them the whole finals. Look at what Josh Hart did for 16 rebounds. Exactly. He is 6'4". Let's not forget how actual short Josh Hart is, but he plays like a big man, so everybody forgets. He's 6'5". He's a point guard, a shooting guard at tops. But y'all let him play at 4. Because everybody in the NBA, instead of boxing out, look straight up at the rim and just, I'm going to jump and get this.
Yeah.
And then you have people like OG who's going to come from the 3-point line and put his arm all the way up to the top of the backboard and tip it in and have you guys just looking stupid.
But that was a hell of a shot, and that was hard to hit. Like, you see all the hands there and how he gets that touch on there.
If you box out, he jumps right over your back, and it's an over the back, and the game's over.
Yeah.
Right.
If you just look for the open body. That's what you're taught at a young age. I know we've all played basketball before.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the first things they teach you in basketball. Box out.
You guys bring up a great point that I think that I want to elaborate more on with Wimpy, is that literally the last play and the play before that, he was nowhere to be found. Like, he wasn't at the rim to contest the shot, and he wasn't on the lob on the other side to get the dunk or get the and one. like the way the refs were calling it, all they had to do is just throw it up to him, and I guarantee you the Knicks were going to foul him or something. You know, like you're 7'4", dude. How the hell are you a decoy?
But I see what you're getting at. I want to say one shout out to the Knicks for being smart enough to realize to put Wemby. I'm not following
No,
on
you
the
said
trade,
it. Wimpy.
Go and call it.
You said it.
Wimbinyama.
for finally realizing put him in the pick and roll.
Yeah.
He is not moving fast enough to keep up.
You can expose him with a faster guy.
I've been waiting for it all finals long. You want to take him out the paint? You don't even need Cat to shoot good. You don't need your big man to go crazy. Do what everybody else does with the sluggish big man. Put him in the pick and roll action.
Mm-hmm.
Very simple, and it worked. You got the shot you wanted with Brunson. Or you get Brunson on Wemby, and you get a 3-point shot because Wemby's got to side off because you know Brunson's going right around him.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what changed the dynamic of the first part of the game is that when Cat got those 2 fouls, they couldn't they had to double Wimpy, which basically led the other shooters open. And that's exactly what the Thunder did. They would double Wimpy and they would leave the other shooters open, and hell, the Spurs knocked their threes down. That's exactly what they did in that first half. But when Cat was on the floor, Cat would play Wimpy one-on-one, or OG would play him, and so the shooters would be guarded by all the other guys, you know. And also too, I want to give a shout out to Josh Hart. His defense on Castle was phenomenal.
Hey, that was right. 2 for 7 for 13 points.
Exactly. And shout out to Neil. It's not avocado, Alvarado. The Puerto Rican balled the fuck out, man. Like, that is why you traded for Alvarado in the trade deadline, because you needed another guy. You needed another guy to help out Brunson. That's a Mike Brown move right there, because they saw how much they were hounding Brunson. He's like, I got to get another ball handler out there that can help out Brunson against those double teams or the pressure he gets them. And Alvarado is a dog, man. Like, you saw him going against Wimpy in that, even when he fouled him, he was battling, bro. Like, I give him props, man. That guy was not giving up an inch, man. Like, he's a Puerto Rican, man. You don't mess with Puerto Ricans, bro. They're pretty rough, man. Like,
and this another thing, or a couple of things I want to know too. When they use the Knicks could use a Cat as a detour, because when he's out there in that 3 and Winston's got to guard him, he's not in the paint trying to block shots. And the Knicks notice it. Yeah. That's why you see OG going to the ball. That's why you see Brunson going to the hole. That's why you see Bridges, all these guys.
Yeah,
they can go to the hole because Wemby's out in that 3 line checking Cat.
He's got to.
So
yeah,
that's
he's got to respect his shot. He's got to respect the shot.
And then, you know, and also too with Wemby, it's hard to rebound when you got 3-4 Knicks right over there that you got to go over the top of when you don't only want to rebound it.
Exactly.
You know, everybody's getting physical with him. The Cat getting physical with him. Mitchell Robinson, Alvarado, Josh Hart.
I'm telling y'all, man. I said this shit when the series started. You don't double Wimpy. You play him one-on-one, and you get on those shooters all game as much as possible. And so far, when they've won games, that's been the reason why they've had success, is they can play Wimpy straight up and say, hey, you know what? Beat us. Be physical with us, which is not his game right now. And we'll stay on these shooters and cover them as best as possible. The first half, you didn't see that because Towns was in freaking foul trouble. And I love Mitch Robinson. Mitch Robinson cannot play Wimpy one-on-one. He's too slow-footed. He's a big guy, but he's slow-footed. So Wimpy can get on him and get easy fouls. But, like, they were not guarding the 3 because they double team every time. I was screaming at my TV, stop double teaming, because every time you double team, they're really good about getting the open shooters. They have good shooters. They have Vassell and Champagny, and even Castle was knocking them down. And Harper, like, dude, you have to contest these threes. If you don't contest these threes, it's going to get ugly. And sure as hell, that's what happened. And you saw the second half different because they were still shooting those threes, but they were more contested than they were wide open. You know what I'm saying?
See, and I got to mention this too. Stephon Castle gets frustrated too quickly.
He does.
And you can tell.
He's a competitor,
gets-
man. He lets his emotions get the best of him. I agree
Yeah,
with you.
and that's what costs him. That's what puts him on the bench. If you can't control your emotions, especially in the finals, and I understand he's a young player, he needs to learn that. But still, in the finals, you can't just be chalking up threes.
There's too many dumb fouls, man. Too.
You know,
he
too
takes
many.
himself out of the game. He's like Cat. Cat's the same way. He takes them out of the game. Like their emotions let them get kicked out of the game because of the foul.
Cat be over there like.
No, you just got one spot.
Well, let's just say this: those first two calls were garbage. Okay, if you want to say the first one was a foul, fine, I'll agree with you. It's a foul. The second one was not a foul because Wimpy could have pulled his arm out the whole time, and he kept it in there, knowing that Cat does sometimes lock in people with his arm, but he wasn't locked in tight. He could have pulled that arm out. He just kept it going, and the refs just said, "Oh, it's under his arm. It's automatic foul." That was a huge game changer for the early part of the game because that threw the Knicks out of complete sync. Because their whole plan was to start get the hold of Cat and run the offense through Cat, and then when Cat got 2 fouls, it all went to shit. You know.
Here's my thing. Why you guys keep saying the Spurs are chucking up threes? Why are the Spurs chucking up threes in the first place?
They don't have an mid-range game, bro.
You can't shoot.
They don't exactly. They don't have a mid-range game. They don't believe in the mid-range at all.
If you're up, drive for a foul, hold the ball for the whole 24 shot clock, then go for the bucket towards the last 5 minutes. Do Pee Wee League. I don't care what you do. But settle in for threes when you're not a 3-point wait, you only shot what, like 38% from 3 on the year?
Mm-hmm.
And in the finals you're non-existent. What are you doing?
You know what's funny is like you saying that point. I look at the way the Knicks mentality was coming into the second half. Their mentality was not to shoot a bunch of threes to get back in the game. Their mentality was to get fouls, to hit the mid-range jumpers, to hit open threes.
You take the good shot.
Yeah, to chop the tree down little by little. To where the Spurs are a team that got a big lead, and they should have gone more inside and gotten the penalty and gotten more fouls and slowed the game down, but they didn't do that. They sped the game up when they didn't have to do that, and that gave open possessions to the Knicks to make better shots.
And that's why you need a true veteran point guard.
All right, Breed, stop.
I like Fox, but somebody, like you said earlier, Chris Paul, would have slowed the game down.
They need to go get a point guard in the offseason. I don't know.
Somebody like Tobias Harris would have told the team, "Hey, we got to slow it down." Just because he's veteran and been around, you got to. But you can convince a team to slow down. Your best player has to. Hey, we got to slow down. If you don't got that point guard that's going to slow it down, it's got to start from somewhere on the coach, from your best player to the veteran player that you just listened to because he's just been in the league for
Harrison Barnes.
For 20 years. No, Harrison Barnes.
Play, bro. He don't even fucking play.
Hey, every team he's on chokes the lead. Last time he was in the finals, the Warriors blew a 3-1 lead. So he's just stay away. Don't listen to anything he has to say. He's the one veteran, like Nate says, you got to play. I'm not listening to the dude who doesn't play.
He hit the ball first and then fouled them on the arm.
He did get ball first. He did get ball first there. I had to rewatch it because I saw that same picture and I was like, hold up. But I rewatched it. He did get ball first.
He got ball first.
And then he got hands. So technically that is clean as long as you get ball first.
I'm going to throw a scenario out there. I don't know if it's going to happen or not. But if I'm San Antonio, and more likely I'm going to lose this series unless something crazy happens, I'm shipping De'Aaron Fox out for sure. I think De'Aaron Fox is done in San Antonio. I think everybody and their mother wants him gone.
He got enough guards.
Right. Yeah, and you're holding back Harper. But I'm thinking in my mind like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna call Golden State and see what their interest in Steph Curry is.
He ain't never leaving.
I mean, I get it, but I'm just saying, if you put Fox, some draft picks in there, at some point you got to move on from Curry. I'm just saying that's a dream scenario, but you've got a lot of young guns and draft picks that you can throw at the Warriors for Steph Curry.
You have tradable options. I see what you're getting at. You have options on your bench in options and your starting lineup to give away to bring a good player, a star caliber player to that team. Do I think it should be another guard? Yes, it showed that they do lack
Give me a
the
lead
whole
guard.
veteran
Give me a lead
guard,
guard.
but I do think bringing in another guard is gonna once again. I don't like Harper being on the bench, even though he'd make a great six man of the year because I like him more than Kendall as a six man. But I also like Harper in the lineup playing as a starter. But you can bring somebody.
But do you see a future where Harper can be a lead guard because he's more of a guy who gets his own? He's not one that really involves other players. So are you hoping and praying that he's going to develop into a lead guard that can facilitate more of the offense?
I mean, I see what you get at, but isn't that why you're coaching? That goes all on the coaching right there.
True.
Do you have faith in your coach to develop these players to where they need to be? Because we've seen players in the NBA come in one way, find out that's not going to get them on the team, and then 2 years later change their whole game into something else.
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, he's still young. I mean,
he's young and moldable, so you can do it, but that's going to fall more on can the coaching staff get Harper to understand or Castle to understand, hey, this is what we need more of. You can still get your shot, but we need somebody to run the offense. Because they're both young, they're both moldable. Is your coach a good enough coach to convince them that this is what you need to do to win?
Right.
You want to win, this is the role.
And I think Harper's going to get every opportunity to be that starting point guard. And he should.
All right, well, y'all are talking like the series is over. It ain't over yet. We still got one more game.
I'm not talking like it's over, just what you need to do better.
Hey, Neil, hey, can I say something about Wemby?
It's over.
Game 5 series?
What you say?
Can I say something about Wemby real quick before we get into the Game 5?
You got it. You got 3 minutes. Go.
I don't need 3 minutes, but okay. So I'm going to give you a fun fact real quick. So I was doing some research earlier. Do y'all know, just off the top of your head, without Googling it or asking Alexa or anything like that, do you know how many flagrant fouls Duncan has had in his whole career?
1.
0.
Oh, damn. I was close.
In his whole career, he's never had one flagrant foul. And Wimpy's had almost 3, probably arguably 4, if the NBA wouldn't stop sucking his dick.
During Pride Month, bro.
So, sorry. I didn't say nothing about that.
Hey, don't say that. We talking about Cat now.
Okay. But he's had 4 flagrants in this postseason. So all I'm saying to him is I get it, he's young, okay? He's a very confident guy, sometimes arrogant in some aspects. He's not very humble. He's very arrogant at times when he talks. Listen, either Pop, Duncan, or Mitch, somebody's got to sit down with this guy and just have a conversation with him. And listen, dude, you can't be doing these cheap shots because you are creating yourself a horrible reputation. Like, you want to know why you're getting eggs thrown at your ass is because you keep cheap shotting our players. Like, did y'all see the OG play? He literally almost took out OG's ACL with his leg. Like, that's not cool, bro. You could have ended a career of a guy with that kind of force and intensity on that. Like, that shit's got to stop, bro. And I'm so glad Mitch Robinson gave him a shiver to the face. I was so happy he did that because they had to answer back somehow. But these dirty plays have got to stop.
See, I think
we do not support violence in any way over here. Just by the way,
I do think it goes both ways though, because yes, I do think Wemby is a little bit aggressive at times and over the top, and does get carried away with his emotions and gets a little too aggressive.
Rattled very quickly too.
I will say that, but I also gotta say, everybody's more physical with him. He is taking a lot more blows and a lot more blows that aren't being called because he is just a bigger body in there. So it's tit for tat. But you got to understand that, yeah, they're going to be more physical with you, and you can't let it affect your play and get so caught up in the emotion and everything and then lash out back or start something back because you know they're going to come at you. You got to control yourself. So Wemby does have to do a better job at that.
Yeah.
But I do think some of it is just like you said,
No, I mean,
everybody,
he's frustrated.
every show we've had, everybody said they need to be physical with it. We've all said it.
He's frustrated, man. You know who else is frustrated? Jalen Brunson is frustrated, bro.
Like I said,
Like,
they're both
that
bad.
dude's getting pounded every play by the Spurs. Like they are literally on him like back pockets.
That's why he stays hurt. My man's so small and so physical. He takes so many.
But yeah, he takes a beating, but he still kits on ticking. But the thing is, like,
I give him credit.
But the thing is, like with Wimpy is that like Joker's the same way. Joker took a lot of pounding when he was one of the top players, and you would see his arms are all scraped and everything and bruised and all that. But he composed himself better than Wimpy did when he was younger. Like this guy needs to chill out because I'm telling you right now, his body is not made to take hard fouls. He's a 7'4" beanstalk. And if you know anything about tall people, it's a lot longer of a fall when you're taller. And he's a beanpole. So he's got to watch himself because I'm telling you, man, the more and more cheap shots that come towards him, like he gives towards the Knicks, somebody's going to do something really bad. Like worse than the shiver that Mitch gave him in the face. And he's got to understand that, man, that his body is not built like LeBron. See, when LeBron was younger and people didn't like LeBron, he could take the pounding. He could take the hard fouls. Wimpy can't do that. That's why I keep calling him Wimpy because he's a wimp.
All right.
He's a beanstalk and he needs to get stronger. But the reality is he's not going to get that much stronger, guys. That's just his frame. So
I think
he's going to have to adjust to the beating.
He's still young. He's showing a lot of immaturity. That comes with young. So
well, he's got to clean that shit up because he's already being called a dirty player.
But he got the right support system around him for that.
Well, they need to sit down with him. Yeah, Duncan is the one guy I would sit down and talk to him or Pop.
Yeah, they're not going to do it during the finals, though. That's something they'll talk about at the end of the season.
Yeah.
All right, but season's not over yet.
Nope, got game 5.
Game 5. And everybody I feel like they're already counting the Spurs out. But I kind of feel like it's going to be a game 6. So I'm going to start off with you, Nate. Is this series over in game 5?
I believe so. So for me, it's going to go one or two ways. Either A, the Knicks come out like they have in closeout games and whoop the crap out of them, which very well could happen because this is a very hurting team right now. They've lost a lot of emotional games, and the Knicks smell blood more than anything now. And so I could see them, coming out with a lot of fire and just taking it to them early. Or this is going to be a close game, and then, the Spurs have to win that close game. They have to execute. And if they do, then it goes game 6. But I'll tell you what, man, the Knicks have closed out every closeout game. The Knicks have won by more than 10 or 15 points. And I get the competition wasn't that, not the Spurs. I understand that. But this is a very young, fragile team that if they get down early, they're going to get tight because they know that this is it right here. And so we'll see. Again, I want to see how the refs are going to call this game, man. If the refs call this game in favor of the Spurs, it's probably going game 6. If it's more fairly called, then it probably will be close, and we'll see who executes at the end.
You can't have two answers. You got to choose. You got to pick one answer. You trying to pick a cop out and go both ways.
No,
is it over in game 5 or not? Do you have faith that the Knicks will close it out in game 5? Yes or no?
The Knicks are going to whoop their ass and close it out. Yes.
All right. Steve.
So, like I said before, it's just wait 2 days, 3 days for a game. It's going to be a lot on Spurs.
Have their ass whooping like that.
But an ass whooping like that is going to get you focused, especially going back home. So,
make you sit down in the class after mama whooped that ass. You right?
They didn't get their ass whooped. They lost their ass whooping.
Yeah. And I just think they're gonna be focused this game. I think they're gonna bring all they got for this one. I think the Spurs gonna win game 5 and Knicks gonna take it in 6 at home. That would be the best scenario.
I'm okay with that too.
D, welcome to the show. But you come in at the right time for the last question. Or never mind, you're not. Okay, Marcus.
He getting kidnapped over there. He getting kidnapped.
Marcus, is it over this game?
Nah, give me game 6. Give me the Spurs in game 5. Just because I don't think they want to lose it out of home, and so the Knicks can close it out at Madison Square Garden. So all the Knicks fans, so I can see more eggs though. Let's be honest. I know something gonna happen. I'm trying to see.
He wants that extended series.
They think that street meat gonna be half off.
With this series heading back to San Antonio, after losing a 29-point lead, got 3 days off. Do the Spurs have enough fight in them to win Game 5 and force a Game 6? I think they do. I don't think they want them to celebrate on their home court. And if they get enough momentum in Game 5, they might just come back. After you throw a fucking egg on me, I'm gonna make sure I'll shit on you in your own house. Like, you got me messed up. So I know Wemby gonna want that Game 6. You feel me? Like, that might be the little extra spark he needs. So I got the Spurs winning Game 5, but I still got the Knicks winning this. I think it's gonna go to 7. I still got the Knicks winning.
You know what's funny
Once
is
before America.
You know what's
Once
funny
before
is the Knicks. It's funny the Knicks have played their best games on the road.
I understand that. But still, like,
that's the crazy thing.
Hey, Steven Jackson said that if it was his Spurs team, and you threw eggs on them, it would have been a whole fight. He said the bus is cleared, and it would have been even more violent.
If you watch the video, all the Spurs already went into the hotel. Wemby was the last person, like he was at the back of the bus. You feel me? And that's because he probably needed to sit sideways on the bus.
He probably was crying like a little bitch.
Hey, they had to clear out 3 seats.
He got to sit sideways on the bus, so he got to need his own aisle.
Yeah, he was crying.
The last person on the bus to get off air. They did this. Now I can see if he was the first one and everybody was there getting off the bus after them, they didn't do nothing. But he was the last one getting off.
He was whimpering the wimpy.
No, hey, he chose right just to keep walking, because if he would have said one thing or tried to retaliate, the whole
city would have gone after him too. Like,
he wasn't making it in that hotel. He did the right thing by just keeping his mouth shut and keep pushing. You just got to take them eggs and go at that point.
Let me say this, okay? And again, I don't condone violence in this aspect, but you gotta be smart, man.
You're a New York fan. You kind of do.
If you're going after the whole city, man, you got to have some cojones on you, because you don't got your boys next to you, and if your boys are next to you and there's a whole city coming after you, they ain't gonna be there probably. So I mean, don't start smoke when you know that you're gonna get smoked.
He didn't start the smoke. He got hit with an egg.
Hey, all I gotta say is, as a Spurs, you can't let a dude in Skechers drop 33 points on you in Game 4 of the Finals. I'm not letting a man wear Skechers and go crazy on me.
Hey,
wears Skechers?
OG. I just saw the post. Yeah, my man wears.
There's a reason why he's called OG, original gangster. Right?
Hey, he's got that comfort. He got them Skechers comfort balance and helped him get that extra boost. All right.
He needs to light up LA gears. That's what he really needs to rock.
He didn't have the ones that you pump up. He didn't have the pumps on there.
That's the pumps, bro. But he LA gears, when he's shooting 3, they just light up. You feel me?
Did you guys hear him? Did you guys hear him after in this press conference? He goes like, "Oh, it was great. Everybody was happy. I was happy." Like, dude, you just framed one of the biggest shots that they're probably going to highlight if the Knicks win the championship on the finals preview, like they do before the game starts. Like, that's going to be an iconic play.
He took D-Rose's face expression. Great. He took D-Rose's facial expression and turned it into a sentence. Yeah, it was fine. I did it. I'm gonna go home and get paid and lay in the bed with my women.
Oh, he already got paid. He's good. He's happy.
All right, man. I appreciate everybody that came out and watched NBA Night with Joe Game 4 recap. Do us a favor. Go to YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Enjoy your favorite work. Appreciate all y'all. But before we head out, I'm gonna let the panel know where you can find them at. Starting with Steve.
Yeah, of course, you can find me, New Breed 313 Sports, 313 The New Breed, Real Talk. Definitely find me on here. And, of course, y'all already know where I'm going.
Under your mama's mattress, right?
Under that mattress with them springs. Handle it the time. The air mattress.
He's gonna hand out the mints at the mattress.
Had that tape ready in case it do.
Playing Casey and Josie.
Oh my god!
Please don't go.
Oh my god! He's gonna hand the mints out by playing Casey and JoJo.
The old mints that he got at the grandma's person in church.
Or the mothballs.
Nate, man, let them know they can find you.
Oh man, What Ass Chicken 3 Toes. Find us on YouTube. Like and subscribe to us. We're hoping to have a show pretty soon. Just kind of an open mic situation. Just talk about whatever's on our mind about the Lions. And then, of course, training camp will be our big show. Super excited about that. With that being said, right now, it's all about the Knicks, baby. We're one game away from an NBA championship. 27 years of redemption about to happen. Go New York, go, man. Super excited. Can't take any more of these games. My heart just can't hold it. So hopefully this will be over on Saturday. Go Knicks, go.
Marcus.
You can find me on the
Shout out to Marcus. Marcus over there watching kids, his sister's kids, brothers, neighbors' kids, and doing the podcast.
He's a Renaissance man.
Big shout out to Marcus, man.
You see it in the background.
Father's matter. You feel me?
You can find me on the
That's
Detroit
the true MVP.
Hey, you feel me? You can find me on Detroit Fan Report talking NBA. You can also find me on the Fathers Den podcast on YouTube and Facebook. We do have an episode coming out this Saturday because, of course, it's Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. So we got to have episodes this month.
Hey, is it just fathers that are on the show, or can somebody come on that doesn't have kids?
It's not just fathers; it's for men in general. All men. You don't got to be a dad.
I don't want to be the guy that doesn't have kids and everybody else a father.
Don't let the title fool you. That's just a catchy title. We came up with it in the chat. It was catchy.
I'll have to come on sometime for sure.
For sure. You catch Neil on it. Yes, sir.
I appreciate everybody that came out and watched once again. Make sure you subscribe to everybody's channel, man. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and share the podcast with a friend. You feel me? We're trying to get global.
Yeah, I like that background too,
you feel me?
I like your background, so shout out your background.
Helmet for those.
Moving on up.
You've been watching ESPN. You've been watching ESPN.
What's that white helmet in the background?
Yeah, what's that white helmet?
What's the white helmet? I can see the black helmet.
That's the team, the 7U team I coach. You feel me?
Oh, okay, Coach Neil. Coach.
Yeah, so you're like that guy on ESPN that's got all his accolades in the back, showing his credentials.
I'm working on it, bro. Let me get it together. You feel me? Hey, this is just that one corner. I ain't gonna turn the camera and let you see the whole rest of the house right now. But we just getting together. You feel me? Big shout out, man.
Yeah, don't show your mattress.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I ain't got no box ring, bro.
He got the Arab shit. He got the Arab shit.
No, we got sleeping bags over here.
Damn.
We won't mess around. Steve can't come lurking over here now.
Yeah, I know.
We Steve group over here.
Stay in your sleeping bag.
Cameras and motion detection. We got all that right, Steve. No, I'm just playing, bro.
Got them ring cameras and everything. I hear you, brother.
Yeah.
Find a way.
And the dog.
Right?
And the dog.
Roof.
I appreciate everybody that came out and watched. Like I said, man, subscribe to everybody's channel, man. Everybody have a blessed night. We out of here, y'all. See you after game 5. Peace.